What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Dr. Splash. Today we're back again with another final answer. You guys love these videos where I take definitive scales, where you get the complete picture of how two characters scale, and then you get my conclusion on who I think would win with a final definitive answer. Today we have Punisher versus Nightwing. I'm super excited for you guys to see this one. Let me know who you think will win in the comment section down below. And without further ado, like and subscribe, and let's begin. First up is Amazing Spider-Man 1963. This would be the first clash between Spider-Man and Punisher, and I personally see this fight as leaning towards Spider-Man heavily in their first encounter, but it's very impressive that Punisher did not get knocked down and did not get taken out completely, which is rather surprising given he's just debuting and he's just a man, right? But we'll quickly see how this dynamic changes throughout time. Amazing Spider-Man 1963. He was able to swap hands with Spider-Man, who seemed to, in this encounter, be getting the better of him due to stats, not really with skill, because obviously, as you'll see, Punisher's skill gap is rather large. Amazing Spider-Man 1963. After destroying a room of Spider-Man Rogue Gallery jobbers, he earns himself a spot as one of the main eventers in Marvel Comics. Now, keep in mind, a lot of people are saying he just gets washed by like random goons in Gotham. Like, that's not gonna happen. Look what he's doing to Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery by himself before he's even pushing main event. What are we talking about? This is big pun. Giant Size Spider-Man 1974. He saved Spider-Man's life when we see Stable was trying to get just the drop on Spider-Man. And at this point, we have to consider that, like, the fact he's pulling this off, the fact that, you know, he's saving Spider-Man, he's scaling to these characters, he's putting in work, that's disgusting because he's not even getting a crazy push yet in terms of narrative. Giant Size Spider-Man 1974. We see him get the drop on bitch-ass Spider-Man. I told y'all, man, you guys keep acting like he's never faded Peter. It's happened multiple times. He put him down. Peter clearly forgot. Punisher is a fucking main eventer now in 616. This is obviously setting up Punisher for bigger moments in a bigger narrative value within the Marvel Universe. Giant Size Spider-Man 1974. Punisher saves Peter's life by giving him a means to hide his identity, or else they would have known who he was when they took off his mask. And you know, a lot of characters talk about, or a lot of people rather, talk about the capabilities of Punisher, and they kind of make it sound like he's a brute that just runs through people. He's quite brilliant as well. Giant Size Spider-Man 1974. Peter gets the drop on a, I'm not gonna lie, kind of a jobber, more so a prospect than anything. And he starts losing this exchange. We see Punisher pull up and the rules of engagement are different. Punisher's not playing that shit. Pops his bitch ass, like immediately puts him on a t-shirt. I don't understand why people are also commenting on my video that Punisher hasn't killed anyone in continuity. What the fuck are we talking about? This man's been putting people on the t-shirt since the 70s. Dumb bitches, like what? He's literally killing Peter's ops. Literally, check that shit out. Like, what are you talking about? Amazing Spider-Man 1963. He gets the drop on Peter Parker. It could have been that easy. He could have put him in the dirt. Like, hey, are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Let me just say that. Amazing Spider-Man 1963. I think this is important. It's outright stated that at this point, it's clear Punisher is quite capable of killing Spider-Man. Amazing and again, I joke Spider-Man, I make jokes about Spider-Man. Peter Parker's no bitch. Like, being capable of actually putting Peter on a t-shirt is no slight achievement. That's actually very impressive. I hope you guys understand that. Like, jokes aside, Peter's a dog. Like, I'm not downplaying how capable he is. Amazing Spider-Man 1963. Punisher is becoming someone of value in New York, right? Like, they're starting to realize he has motion. The city thinks Spider-Man killed Osborn, and it was gonna get Spidey big heat, right? So Punisher took his clout. Like that, at this point, like the fact that he's being put in these conversations with Spider-Man and Osborn and all this, that's super impressive. Like, that's, in my opinion, that's one of the more impressive things you could have as a street tier in Marvel. Amazing Spider-Man 1963. In another encounter with Punisher, Spider-Man has to really start turning up in order to actually get the drop on Punisher, who you will see, because, narratively people argue Peter holds back. You will see how much Punisher holds back later against the likes of Spider-Man. In a funny moment, Amazing Spider-Man 1963. Punisher showed he's a prime time doxer. He does not give a shit. Doxes the hell out of Tarantula and gets the drop on his bitch ass. Obviously, Tarantula being someone who could take on the likes of Spider-Man. This is hilarious that Punisher moves this way. You don't want beef with Punisher because he will have your address within moments. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. He's going to know where you're staying at if you piss him off. Amazing Spider-Man 1963. Tarantula said he would be absolutely crazy to try to fight the Punisher. Now, keep in mind, contextually, this is important because this is the same Tarantula that pulls up on Spider-Man all the time. Giant Size Spider-Man 1974. In a heated exchange with Punisher, Punisher just lets him know, like, outright, Spider-Man doesn't know what the trenches are. And he shows him what it is, and Spider-Man's like, oh my God, this is the shit you do? This is the shit you deal with? This shit is wicked. And that's what I mean, that's big pun, okay? Even Spider-Man's like, holy shit, you really do be in the trenches. Amazing Spider-Man 1963. He is absolutely certain that if push comes to shove, he can take care of Black Suit Spider-Man, who is running around bloodlusted. And if you think regular 616 Peter Parker is a beast, in his black suit, he was on one, okay? He was tripping balls. He was making plays. Amazing Spider-Man 1963. Spider-Man says he got hit by the, quote, Punisher truck in terms of how their encounter went. He outright admits he lost to the Punisher. This is, in my opinion, a more locked-in Peter Parker. You let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think black suit Spider-Man's a little more capable than standard suit Spider-Man? Let me know if you hold that opinion. But regardless, Punisher got the drop on him, got the dub. Amazing Spider-Man 1963. Spider-Man and Nightcrawler jump him. Both of them are hoes. Ho shit. First of all, y'all keep talking about he gets dropped off in Gotham. You think Spider-Man and Nightcrawler can't run through Gotham with their woes? Shut the fuck up. That's crazy to me. He gets the upper hand on them and even could have killed Peter if he wants to. Stop slandering Big Frank. Amazing Spider-Man 1963. We actually see, in something that, in my opinion, is super impressive, he was able to replicate what we would consider a Spider-Man level strength feat. Amazing Spider-Man 1963. Again, showing it's rather consistent in moving with Spider-Man throughout the trenches. He shows, once again, he is a master of doxing even, characters that are supposed to be mainline villains. It doesn't really matter. He's getting the drop on them. Captain America 1968. He actually, in this era, gets the upper hand on Cap after negging the foreign object that obviously he would go on to refer to as the shield or the standard shield of Captain America. Now, the reason I say this era is because the dynamic between him and Cap does change narratively throughout the years, which will be addressed throughout the feats in this video. Amazing Spider-Man 1963. He knocks Spider-Man out, this time having created mercy bullets capable of putting down Spider-Man without actually killing him. Again, y'all keep acting like he doesn't run down on Spider-Man tiers. Pick your mans up, okay? Hey, dropping off Spider-Man, you're immediately washing a ton of Gotham. Can we all agree on that? Can we please agree on that? My God. Amazing Spider-Man 1963 annual. He uses Spider-Man as target practice. Literally was just doing what he wants, spamming buttons against the likes of Spider-Man. Again, if he's not getting the drop in this era, he's outright just having fun going against the likes of Spider-Man. It's downright impressive. Daredevil 1964. He shows how nasty he is as Punisher in a head-to-head collision with the likes of Daredevil puts down the man without fear. A big-time main event win. Amazing Spider-Man 1963. He uses a gas device on his chest to catch bloodlusted Spider-Man off guard when they were up close in the clinch, and he knocks his bitch ass out. Again, another dub on Spider-Man. How many more do we need? Are the people not entertained? Are you not convinced that Frank is a beast, that he's gonna put work in when it comes to Gotham? Like, come on, what are we talking about? The spectacular Spider-Man. Persuader collapsed, trying to break the likes of Punisher's mind. This idiot tried to put the squeeze on him, so he ended up having to swim with the fishes after Punisher ups pole on his bitch ass. First of all, y'all told me Punisher doesn't kill any villains. What happened? Come get your Persuader t-shirt. Wear it proudly. Punisher gave it to you, dummy. Punisher War Journal. Bulletproof plating, okay? We see even his armor is a little more impressive than what people give him credit for typically, as it can just outright repel heavy-duty bullets. Punisher War Journal. As you will see throughout history, Punisher does go against Wolverine from time to time, who, you know, you can have varying opinions on Wolverine, but we all gotta acknowledge when he's locked in absolute monster, he shows he's more than capable in a head-to-head of staggering the likes of Wolverine. Daredevil 1964. He knocked Daredevil upside his stupid ass head for trying to debate. Again, at this point, Punisher's taking on main eventers. He's not scared of them. He's pistol whipping Daredevil. He's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. And like, dude, who pistol whips Daredevil and just keeps moving about their day? Like, not many people even have the balls to do that, which is hilarious. Like, that's how much of a beast that he really is. In this next feat, we got to talk about, because a lot of people kind of bring up him and Taskmaster and they're like, oh, Taskmaster has a dub on him. There's also in Daredevil 1964, the moment where literally Punisher had the drop on Taskmaster. Would have killed him. Daredevil intervenes, saves his bitch ass. Because Daredevil's always trying to be a man of God, always trying to be sweet with it. Pisses Frank off, quite frankly, pisses me off too, but we ball. In Punisher 1987, we see in a confrontation with Dr. Doom and his Doom bots that Punisher outright says picking a fight with him is stupid. He then proceeds to put down the Doom bot with ease, like just wets his shit up, okay? And by the way, if you want to see any of these feats, I actually have this available for free in my public Discord server, okay? Man of the people. Spider-Man 1990. He could have killed Spider-Man again. At this point, with their confrontations, we gotta admit, Punisher's starting to make Spider-Man look like a little bit of a jobber, okay? He's kind of painting that picture. I don't know if you guys agree, but either you gotta say Punisher puts in work in Gotham, or Spider-Man gets washed in Gotham too, because look how this is playing out. Spider-Man 1990. He tells Spider-Man straight up, look, I'm not allowed to kill you, but at the same time, you're not willing to kill me. Therefore, there is no situation in where you actually stop me, because you won't go that far. Just like I'm not supposed to kill your dumbass. And he was right. In fact, he punked Spider-Man in this moment. Nothing you could really do. Shout out to Debate Lord Punisher. Spider-Man 1990 takes a full power hit from an insane copycat of Spider-Man who was actually overpowering Spider-Man when he clashed with him and was putting in work, okay? And Punisher was fine in this encounter. Keep in mind, a lot of the arguments are Spider-Man holds back. So if you have someone who has Spidey powers or more, he's not holding back on Punisher and Punisher's enduring it. You get the picture at that point. Spider-Man 1990. He knocks Spider-Man out and drags him downstairs to safety, even though at this point, you know, that moment was more so because Spider-Man's always ruining stupid storylines, like trying to be a hero and shit, okay? Sometimes you just gotta put bitches down. Designer jeans. Reacted as fast as Spider-Man could tell him where Sabretooth was coming from, which obviously is incredibly impressive given we know how fast Spider-Man is, especially enhanced by the Spidey senses. Designer jeans again. Spider-Man was shocked at how fast Punisher was when he was capable of saving his own throat from being ripped out by the likes of Sabretooth when they were going back and forth. Like, as brilliant of a fighter and as dangerous as Sabretooth was, especially in the classic era, Punisher was keeping up with him, which was very impressive. In Designer Jeans, in fact, he hurt Sabretooth bad. He had that boy limping. He had that boy calling in for his health care, okay? That's Big Frank. Funeral pyre. For a brief moment before getting his head caved in, he did knock out Venom, okay? Like the fact that he's caught Venom lacking before as well is incredibly impressive. I tend to have a high opinion of Venom. Funeral Pyre took mercy on Venom, but did leave him captured and in pain. Helpless because the money in the bank contract was just cashed in, okay? This is Big Frank getting put over by Venom. As I tell you guys, he has so many quality, like jokes aside, so many quality wins and so many quality feats within these comics. You just have to read them. Designer jeans. He says Spider-Man's trackers wouldn't work at him. Like Spider-Man is not capable of tracking him if Punisher's locked in. And this is actually more impressive than I think people will give credit for, because Peter Parker is brilliant. One of the smartest characters in the multiverse. And the fact that Punisher's like, yo, bitch, you're not capable of tracking me. You're not capable of devices tracking me. Incredibly impressive. Ghost Rider 1990. In the case of which you will find to be rather consistent and hilarious at the same time, he sends Ghost Rider flying with a bomb, okay? Frank has no hoe in him. Absolutely does not care about Ghost Rider's sauce. Pulls up on him all the time and is capable of knocking him around. Incredible Hulk 1968. We see in a clash with Nick Fury, he outright outmaneuvers and out-chess plays Nick Fury, who is someone who has outplayed everybody, including the Avengers, okay? One of the more brighter tactical minds and manipulators in Marvel. Family Plot. He was actually able to no-sell a Spidey tranquilizer, which, given we know Spider-Man is well beyond even Marvel human threshold, it's incredibly impressive to tank something that can put him down. Family Plot. He puts down Tombstone, who at the time was giving Spider-Man a shitload of trouble. He also threatens to put Spider-Man on a t-shirt and then disappears before Spider-Man can even react to him. Code of Honor. Punisher is on the news holding a gun to Spider-Man's head, which at this point is painting a clear picture that he's a big dog, even when it comes to dealing with the likes of powerhouses like Spider-Man. In Spider-Man vs. Punisher, he played ping pong with Spidey all over the city. was literally sending him all over the place. It was absolute madness. Spider-Man vs. Punisher. He gassed Spider-Man and had him absolutely shook. Had him dead to rights, tripping balls, and was cooked. Deadpool 1997. He put down Deadpool with little to no effort, turning his gun around, putting him on a t-shirt, walking away. Deadpool 1997. He had to go underwater to beef with a Deadpool, ended up doing so and caught Deadpool. Punisher War Journal. He is capable of not only putting down Daredevil, he can also do so without incorporating lethal force. Punisher 1987. Cruz is told by Bullseye that he is not Punisher, implying that Punisher would have killed Bullseye where Cruz let him live. Family Plot. Spider-Man says Punisher intentionally misses him with shots because he doesn't want to actually kill him. Spider-Man, because he is aware of this, is allowed to move around knowing he's technically safe. Spider-Man vs. Punisher. Spidey is terrified of Punisher and was actually at one point completely on the run. He's like, yeah, I don't want to beef with Big Frank no more. Again, I can't believe you guys don't think he can handle his own in Gotham. It's ridiculous. Deadpool 1997. Deadpool is lucky for his healing factor or else Punisher would have killed him. Thinks he needs Iron Man armor for future encounters. Get Kraven. Says Kraven's boy is tougher than his bitch ass pops. Proceeds to beat this kid's ass and then stomps a mud hole in him. Punisher did feel merciful in the storyline, but he still beat the shit out of him. Punisher 2001. Put an absolute beating on the likes of Logan, who again, as I said, he has multiple encounters with Wolverine throughout time. Punisher 2001. Puts Wolverine down for the count. Again, has some high quality wins in the street tier tax bracket. Punisher War Journal 2006. Defeated a group of S.H.I.E.L.D. officers during Civil War who got the rep for being cape killers, aka hero killers, but they weren't so fucking tough when Big Frank was in their face. Punisher War Journal 2006. Saved Spider-Man during Civil War by killing 2 of his trash rogues, Goblin and Jack-O-Lantern. Implied he could have killed Spider-Man too if he so wished. Again, y'all keep saying he doesn't kill people. Look at all these rogues they keep dropping. Spidey can't save them. Punisher War Journal 2006. Spider-Man almost shits himself seeing Punisher and how he's locked in. Punisher War Journal 2006. It's revealed the Punisher doesn't fight back against Cap because of what Cap is as a symbol for America. The best way to defeat Cap is to defeat what he stands for, which Cap must do himself, and he does by beating a man who refuses to fight back, thus tainting his image. Punisher War Journal 2006. He gave Cap a history lesson. Look, a lot of people are not going bar for bar with Cap or dissing him or putting in work like that. He absolutely did. Punisher War Journal 2006. A group of heroes on Cap's side are shook because Punisher knew where they lived. Like, he started reading addresses and they're like, oh my God, he's going to come for all of us. Punisher War Journal 2006. As Captain America states, compared to everybody else, Punisher is a walking H-bomb. Punisher War Journal 2006. He has weapons in his arsenal that can knock Rhino around and ragdoll him. Punisher War Journal 2006. The Satan's Claw knocks Rhino away and Punisher had Rhino absolutely shitting himself. Punisher War Journal 2006. Puts Warmonger on a fucking t-shirt. Y'all kept saying he doesn't have bodies. Uh-oh. Punisher War Journal 2006. Was about to blow Winter Soldier's wig off. Punisher got the drop on him in this encounter and absolutely had the kill shot, okay? Incredible win. Winter Soldier's a high-class fighter. Punisher War Journal 2006. Venom Mech Punisher took out a general of Hulk's army from the World War Hulk arc and scared the rest of Hulk's soldiers away. They'd rather face the wrath of the World War Hulk than Punisher. Punisher War Journal 2006. Claw of Satan was a toy compared to what Punisher truly has in his arsenal. Punisher is done playing around with Rhino and forces him to beg for mercy, which there wasn't any. Punisher War Journal 2006. He makes Kraven's son retreat after the poor boy loses his toy. Kraven's kind of a bitch, so is his son. It is what it is, still a dope character. Punisher 2009. Actually tanks being launched by Sentry. Should he? No, but he did. Fuck it. Suicide Kings. Pins Deadpool down again. Although they would trade, Frank doesn't have regen, so in this moment, we could say, obviously, like, Punisher would probably die, but, you know, he's putting in work on Deadpool again. Suicide Kings. Early on in the series of books, Punisher took Deadpool down with a headshot. That crossbow, fully upgraded with a stopping power pro perk, put Deadpool down for a while, so having weapons capable of actually delaying healing factors is quite impressive. Punisher Annual 2009. Bloodlusted, murderous Spidey tries to take out Punisher after he's been mind-hacked, and Punisher manages to stun him, but he doesn't want to kill the kid, which is very impressive that he can still stun him. Punisher Annual 2009. Punisher survives being tossed around the city by Spidey and avoids a second sneak attack. This time, he wraps Spidey up and just gives him a warning like, yo, if we got to do this again, it's curtains. Dark Reign Punisher 2009. Punisher is killed by Daken, and the first thing he does when he's remade into a Franken-monster is front kick the shit out of Man-Thing, okay? Man-Thing does have scaling that goes here or there, but regardless, he's one of the higher tiers of Marvel, so kicking him around is wild. Franken-Castle, back from the dead and out for revenge, he puts the beat down on the local talent known as Daken, okay? He's not his daddy. He also took away the value of Daken's win because it's revealed Punisher wanted to die, and he used Daken as a form of suicide. Franken-Castle beats Daken within an inch of his life, and Wolverine has to step in to save Frank from permanently putting down his baby, okay? Franken-Castle. Wolverine can't kill Daken, but he also can't let Punisher, who can, do it, okay? So, like, Frank's capable of doing it, just can't let him. Franken-Castle. They can't kill him and he can't die, okay? This was a problematic era for his ops because the way he could spin back was ridiculous. And by the way, if you don't know, he's brought back to human form by the Bloodstone. Punisher Warzone 2012. His RPG he was carrying around actually knocked Thor into the dirt. Incredibly impressive. Punisher Warzone 2012. Spider-Man was running his mouth, and Punisher warned him. So Spider-Man had to learn the hard way to stay the fuck out of his way. And obviously, got mixed by Frank again. Too bad. Punisher Warzone 2012. Gets past all of Stark's tower defenses without setting off even one alarm. Insanely impressive. Punisher Warzone 2012. Spider-Man was so scared of Punisher after getting his shit pushed in that he went to recruit the Avengers. He's like, yo, I don't want that smoke again. That big pun is moving different. Punisher Warzone 2012. Built in a prison just for him. Tony notes Punisher went out of his way to not hurt any of them. And Cap follows up by saying the Avengers did not win this encounter with Punisher. Punisher Warzone 2012. The Avengers can't track him, even with all hands on deck. They don't know when he will make his move, and they basically have to be reactive. They can't be proactive against Frank. Punisher Warzone 2012. Logan is sidelined by Cap, to which he answers, "Your funeral," as Cap is ready to move in on an unpredictable Punisher, which Wolverine doesn't believe is possible without someone as ruthless as Wolverine on Cap's side. Punisher Warzone 2012 could have easily killed Captain America. Like in this back and forth, Cap could have been on a t-shirt if Punisher chose it to be that way, okay? Just saying. Punisher Warzone 2012 stole Iron Man's armor and could have killed Spider-Man's dumbass for the billionth time, okay? He has a crazy amount of wins on Spider-Man regardless of circumstance. Punisher Warzone 2012. The Avengers could have all been killed by Punisher, with Thor not counted because he's a god. But everyone else, if Punisher took it to that level, he could have killed them. Punisher Warzone 2012. Iron Man is spared twice in the same story by Punisher. Keep in mind, you guys are arguing he stands no chance beefing with people in Gotham. He's beefing with the Avengers. The fuck are we talking about? Punisher Warzone 2012 gets the better of Iron Man in a 1v1. Punisher Warzone 2012 uses Spider-Man's web shooter to shut Thor up. Okay, he's getting the drop on everybody. Punisher Warzone 2012. Spider-Man lives at the mercy of Punisher for the billionth and first time. Avenging Spider-Man 2012. Could have killed Peter for the trillionth time. This was actually Superior Spider-Man, and we can consider that someone who's more dangerous than typical Spider-Man because he doesn't hold back as much. Avenging Spider-Man 2012. Despite Spider-Man giving the classic "I hold back" bullshit, he says he's ready for a death match whenever, which kind of implies differently. No, just saying. Maybe Peter's moving a little more shicey than y'all give him credit for. Punisher 2014. Beat Captain Falcon, or Captain Falcon America, whatever you call him, but he beat him, okay? Civil War Kingpin. After a long fight, Punisher grabs onto the knife, which put Kingpin in a die or, give up and maybe survive situation. And Kingpin, of course, needed medical help after this time. Civil War Kingpin. Punisher beat Kingpin so bad it nearly killed him to the point he became a snitch and an informant for S.H.I.E.L.D., aka a rat. Superior Spider-Man team up. Implies he could have killed Superior Spidey. Again, like this is confirmed once more. Thunderbolts 2013. One-shots an angel with a weapon from the beyond, aka Mephisto's blade. Thunderbolts 2013. In a clash with the Penance Stare, Punisher negs it. He don't give a fuck about that weak shit, okay? Thunderbolts 2013 goes on to beat Ghost Rider, okay? Gets the drop on him. As I said, throughout the years, has never been scared of throwing the ones with Ghost Rider. Thunderbolts 2013. Punisher has finished his mission, but carries on as he always keeps his word. All right, like there's no end to fades. It's endless smoke. Punisher versus Deadpool. Punisher puts him down in round 1, okay? Outright gets the win. Punisher versus Deadpool. Wins again in round 2. Punisher versus Deadpool. After Frank got 2 wins, Deadpool follows with 2 wins. Then the Reader was declared the victor, making it a stalemate. But the story suggests Deadpool was probably the implied winner eventually via healing factor. Punisher 2016 became an issue the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. couldn't ignore anymore. At that point, even powers like that have to get involved. Punisher 2016. Captain Marvel fails to keep up with the likes of Punisher. Punisher 2016. The Avengers Junior League shows up to Punisher's door while he has the War Machine armor. And of course, this shit does not go well at all. They get cleaned up. Punisher 2016. He put away more bad guys in one day than the Avengers or S.H.I.E.L.D. had done in their entire careers. Punisher 2016 takes on the Junior League Avengers again, and they get packed up, okay? Puts in work like he's just fine. It's a rough day pulling up on him. Punisher 2016 and another collision course with Iron Man. Iron Man was left helpless. Kill Crew waged war on Malekith's remaining forces on his own. Malekith being basically the god of the Dark Elves, okay? He's the one that be beefing with Thor. Kill Crew beat a Dark Elf to death with his headbutts, okay? Just outright beat him to death with headbutts. Kill Crew. He went around the realms and killed everything on his list that tied back in any way to the likes of Malekith. Even Juggernaut's like, holy shit, this man puts in work. Kill Crew held the Ebony Blade and was not affected by it at all, with the Ebony Blade being one of the more powerful objects in Marvel. Revenge of Cosmic Ghost Rider. He had concentrated Hellfire rounds, which were capable of hurting Cosmic Ghost Rider. Revenge of Cosmic Ghost Rider. He also was able to take a blast from Cosmic Ghost Rider. Revenge of Cosmic Ghost Rider. Has grenades so strong they transformed Cosmic Ghost Rider back to his human form for a moment. War Journal 2023. Infiltrates the weapon cache of Ares, guarded by the army of Ares apostles. He did this through the front door. This cache has the most powerful weapons known to man on 616 Earth, spanning from all across the universe. It's revealed he's going outright melee build, right? He fought through an entire army devoted to Ares with a katana that he says he isn't even good with yet. He is the king of killers, the best to do it in this storyline. Obviously, this is a storyline that's going to start explaining how the Beast ties to him. Punisher has always had the power of the Beast, that which defies time, space, death, existence itself, okay? This is the Beast that goes against God itself. Punisher is going to work, and when he does so, when he kills, it's a masterful piece of art. So he is the greatest killing machine to have ever lived. He is considered the Beast made flesh. Now, working himself to be the new leader of the Hand, the organization that has perfected the art of killing since the first act of violence of one human to another, he is the master of it. The closest ninjas of the Hand were slaughtered by Punisher. These directly scales them above any normal Hand ninjas. These were also considered to be the children, essentially, of the highest tier when it comes to the Hand, so to do this is incredibly impressive. Ares ends up showing Punisher respect and also considers him a Lord of War. Punisher now sees the truth in others. He has developed, and what's honestly sick, the eyes of the Beast. The Archpriestess of the Hand has seen Frank's life growing up, and she has always known him to be the Beast incarnate. That was always what he was and what he was going to be. The realm of Hades would roar if Punisher's soul ever crossed its plane, which is incredibly impressive. He decimated one of the Hand's assassins in hand-to-hand, even though he just started his training, while they had been training in that art since they were kids. When harnessing the power of the Beast, he sees all sin and has the power over any man to have ever killed. He went on with this form to battle the Archpriest of the Hand and absolutely slaughter. Flexing his killing knowledge on what seems to be anything that could come to your mind, this is without using any of the Beast's power. Punisher is stated to be a master killer, the highest of all art forms. The king of killer Punisher is considered to essentially be transcendent to Marvel martial arts. The Beast, it's confirmed, goes against all God has ever created. The ultimate defiled. Punisher 2022-2023. In war, he is a god among men. He survived a crash and eats multiple Banner cannons, which earlier were described as literal hulks in a grenade. Takes no damage. Flexing the power of the Beast completely overwhelmed Daredevil, and Daredevil says the Beast isn't what he should be worried about. It's Frank, and it has always been Frank. Punisher 2023. Tanks a Banner cannon with no noticeable damage, then stabs the ground with his katana and one-shots some of Ares' apostles. Punisher was the most prolific killer in history before he gained the power of the Beast, and now he's more dangerous than ever. After ascending to God of War status, the Archpriestess says the Beast has been made reborn. Punisher 2022-2023 end. Frank kills Ares with special bullets forged from the fragments of a blade used to worship the Beast. It's noted that Frank became an almost mythical being in battle. Stories telling of this battle seemed unbelievable even to those telling them. Frank takes the title of the new God of War. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for Punisher running up from his first appearance to the modern day, with Beast incarnate form going out of business to a power that makes Thor's power look tiny, according to Kingpin. But regardless, guys, let me know what you think of Punisher's feats in the comments down below. Now, first up, we will start with Beast Boy issue 3. Nightwing is shown in the modern era more than capable of keeping up with shapeshifters that should scale to metahumans like Beast Boy. Titans issue 20. Nightwing was actually able to catch Wally while he is racing around at super speeds. Now, I will be very clear about this, and I think I'm clear in every time Nightwing's mentioned. You should get comfortable with the fact that he is faster than Batman, okay? Like, he just is. Batman issue 600. Batman and Nightwing go on to exchange blows. Nightwing seems relative, but not exactly on the same level of Batman in this battle, in this back and forth. However, the fact he's going toe-to-toe with him is stupid impressive, as not many characters in serious moments can do this with Batman. Nightwing issue 67. Nightwing has tasers in his suit strong enough to stun Amygdala, who, of course, metahuman levels. And this is something also that's consistent. People try to downplay Batman and the Robins to just, quote, human level. Fuck that noise, okay? It's just ridiculous. Outsiders issue 2. Nightwing is capable of blitzing gorillas from Gorilla City, who were controlled by Gorilla Grodd, a flash op. Like, that is ridiculous. Outsiders issue 5. Nightwing has gas bombs and a gas mask he can deploy at any time. By the way, I'm planning on doing a Nightwing versus Marvel's New York because the Punisher one's going crazy. Do y'all want to see that, or Batman versus Marvel's New York, or both? But which one do you want to see more? Let me know. Outsiders issue 6. Nightwing is able to blitz Brother Blood, who has battled Raven before. He is caught off guard by a huge shock, but was still conscious. Nightwing issue 89. Amygdala is on a rampage after a building exploded, and Nightwing takes a clean shot as he's punched into the fire, but comes leaping back out, only trying to calm the powerhouse down. Now, something he's not given enough credit for, Nightwing has plenty of excellent durability feats. He's not just quick, he's tough as a bitch. Nightwing issue 90. After losing his friends in a terrorist attack, Nightwing's bloodlusted, and in one night starts to torture every major criminal in Bloodhaven, like Brutal, Mouse, Stallion, and the Trigger Twins. Nightwing issue 91. Shrike gets destroyed by a Nightwing who wasn't taking him seriously and was mostly ignoring him during the fight, until Nightwing gets tired of the bullshit and ties him to a pole. Shrike is a high-level assassin in DC, and Nightwing absolutely ran through him. Nightwing issue 92. Nightwing lets Blockbuster beat him senseless to get it all on recording for his arrest. Tarantula is absolutely shocked at how tough and durable Nightwing actually is. Keep in mind, Blockbuster, 100% metahuman, okay? You can't really lowball him, it's kind of hard. Outsiders issue 11. Nightwing spars Arsenal to help him get through trauma. They seem evenly matched, but Arsenal is mentally unstable at the moment, so take what you will of this matchup. You also can't lowball Arsenal, as this is someone who takes up after Green Arrow, who's kind of busted, especially in the modern times. Nightwing issue 93. Nightwing walks Blockbuster down, and it's insinuated he actually could have beaten him to death. Nightwing issue 94. Nightwing has anti-venoms for characters like Copperhead. Aside from that, Copperhead wanted no part of an unarmed Nightwing. He was like, yeah, fuck that. I don't really want that fate. Nightwing issue 95. Nightwing beats up Copperhead and has nets that can actually restrain the metahuman, which is, part of an arsenal of gear I think people sleep on. He can do a lot of work with just his tech alone. Richard Dragon, issue 3. Nightwing moves so fast, high-level martial artists consider the possibility he might in fact actually have superpowers. Nightwing issue 97. Nightwing is great at trajectory and marksmanship, showing that he actually has aimbot that a lot of people sleep on. Nightwing issue 98. Criminals like Firefly are actually under the impression that Nightwing kills his targets. This puts fear into almost anyone he encounters, as it's a different dynamic and engagement than someone like Batman, who most presume will not kill. Nightwing issue 98. Nightwing shrugs off a gunshot wound and can still move at full speed while carrying Firefly. Outsiders issue 16. Nightwing absolutely sits in the pocket and is not shook at all when confronted by an angry Black Lightning. And if you guys don't know, Black Lightning is actually strong as a bitch in the comics. So for Nightwing to be like, dude, I don't give a fuck, is actually aura farming elite. Outsider issue 16. Nightwing and Arsenal get into a brawl, which in the middle of, Nightwing is electrocuted and is still able to continue as if nothing happened. His suit obviously seems to be built to absorb strong shocks, which may be why he isn't too scared of someone like Black Lightning. Nightwing issue 100. An injured Nightwing easily defeats Tarantula. Batman issue 636. Nightwing patrols various cities, not just Bloodhaven that he's most associated with. This includes Gotham and New York among that list. Batman issue 636. Nightwing and Batman avoid a point-blank explosion with a few burn marks to show for it. However, this is more impressive when you consider contextually the trap was set by Red Hood. Nightwing issue 101. In a flashback sequence, we see a young Grayson take down Clayface using his tech and his brilliance. Nightwing issue 102. The inspiration of his Nightwing persona actually comes from a Kryptonian vigilante, if you guys don't know, he's super close with Superman and he studies their history, and this is actually something that has influenced him. Nightwing issue 103. The other inspiration for his suit came of course from his father, but also Deadman, who no one usually gives a fuck about Deadman, so shout out to Nightwing. Batman issue 637. Nightwing can keep up with an Amazo that has the powers of the Justice League. Him and Batman put in work on him, which is absolutely impressive. Nightwing issue 105. Nightwing beats Jason Todd several times over the course of a test that Jason was undergoing. By the way, let me know and get in the comments, smash the like button, all that, if you want to see me rank the Robins. Nightwing issue 112. Nightwing was chosen by Deathstroke to train his daughter Rose. This is probably because Nightwing has traits that Rose can learn from, traits that Deathstroke maybe lacks. Nightwing issue 113. During a mission, Nightwing is tracked by Rose, but he easily shuts her down. Nightwing issue 117. Nightwing gets a drop on Slade and is able to exchange evenly with him. Anyone who knows what Slade, aka Deathstroke, is capable of and what he's done to Nightwing before should know how impressive this is and shows he has growth in the modern times. Justice League or JLA issue 121. Nightwing is willing to die if it means stopping a villain, showing that basically you gotta put him down or completely incapacitate if he thinks that's what it takes to stop you. Outsiders issue 37. Nightwing is completely prepared to go through Superman if he needs to in order to get what he wants, showing he's got that Batman level balls of steels if he needs it. Outsiders issue 38. Nightwing is seen dodging a barrage of lasers at close range for those that try to doubt the speed or you need the super literal light speed bullshit. Wonder Woman issue 165. He throws objects hard enough to decapacitate, and completely delimb mythological creatures like a Gorgon, which is incredibly impressive. Teen Titans issue 46. Not only does Nightwing blitz Cassandra Cain to save Slade, but he also one-shots her, okay? And that's something that'll be addressed if I rank the Robins. I think a lot of people misrepresent Cassandra Cain, okay? How she stacks up to others. Nightwing issue 142. Nightwing has tech of his own, like his glider, but he also has access to Batman's tech as well if he absolutely needs it, showing that his arsenal can be far more dangerous than people think. Titans issue 7. Nightwing has restraints strong enough to keep Superboy in check if he is able to get him on them. So basically, if you are taken down and he's able to put these restraints on him, even Superboy was struggling with them, okay? That's incredibly impressive in terms of how strong the restraints are. Nightwing issue 152. Nightwing could sense the League of Assassins behind him. He then proceeded to take out every single assassin that came after him with ease, just absolutely butchering the League. Nightwing issue 152. Nightwing defeats Ra's al Ghul in a sword fight. Not something that many people can actually do. In fact, if you recall in history, Bane, when he attempted to do this, nearly died. So this is incredibly impressive. Superman and Batman issue 55. Nightwing faces off against Batman, who has Superman's powers and actually does fairly well, staggering Batman a few times and even compensating for the speed difference. He also reacted to laser beams and was able to dodge them. Batman issue 687. Nightwing has weapons that can one-shot a walking radiation leak like Dr. Phosphorus, as seen when he had to save Robin. Blackest Night, Batman issue 2. Grayson, aka Batman at this time, has flamethrowers powerful enough to actually put down Black Lantern Blockbuster. Batman issue 688. Grayson is shown regularly sparring with and getting the better of young Damian Wayne, which, no matter how young he is at the time, is stupidly impressive considering how dangerous he is. Batman issue 690. Grayson takes down Super Soldier Blanco by using a variety of martial arts, nerve strikes, and various forms of delivery for both techniques, also clearly showing he easily goes stats for stats with superhumans. Secret 6 issue 9. By the way, one of my favorite Nightwing moments. Bane advises Catman in the Secret 6 to leave before pushing their luck against the likes of Nightwing. Even when they had the numbers in their favor, he told them, yo, I'll pretend I didn't see you tonight. And you guys get out of here, we act like nothing happened. Catman goes, Nightwing, all due respect, you're not Batman. Like, we will jump the shit out of you. You can't take us, and we're not even doing anything wrong. All Nightwing says is, well, if I turn around and you are still here, then I guess we are all gonna find out if you are right. And Bane's like, yo, let's just leave. Catman says, fuck that, he's not Batman. And Bane goes, well, if Batman's not here, who else will be Batman? So God help him. And they get out of there, okay? Shout out to big fucking Nightwing in that moment. That was straight aura farming. Y'all want a crash out video on Nightwing? Let me know. Nightwing New 52 issue 2. Nightwing's suit can deliver hundreds of thousands of volts in just a single charge. Nightwing New 52 issue 9. Nightwing gets into a brutal battle with Talon, whose regeneration proved to be too much, but Nightwing still has a great showing against a very high-level martial artist in DC. Nightwing New 52 issue 9. Nightwing defeats Talon in the rematch using his insane IQ. Grayson issue 1. Grayson goes toe-to-toe with Midnighter. They don't seem to be going all out in this exchange, but keep in mind, to fight someone like Midnighter, the advanced supercomputer in his mind, the fact that even without that supercomputer, he can go toe-to-toe with Prometheus while he's injured, it's insane to do so. Grayson issue 2. Grayson's tech blocks any camera from seeing his face and any mind from remembering it. To even have a chance at bypassing this, Midnighter would have to risk death. It's also stated Midnighter can work out any possible outcome in battle and has to really work his mind to figure out all potential outcomes against a character of the caliber of Dick Grayson. Grayson issue 5. It's implied Grayson, the face scrambling tech he has, prevented Midnighter from fully analyzing Grayson's technique, and it's outright shown that if he needs to, Midnighter can't keep pace with Nightwing, especially post-injury. Grayson issue 6. Midnighter with prep, elements of surprise, and home field advantage was not able to actually put down Grayson. It is revealed that Midnighter later just says, I like to enjoy my time working with you, Grayson. You have a nice ass. Sometimes I troll, that's why I don't go all out. But still, multiple times shown he can keep pace with Midnighter, which is crazy. Grayson issue 7, he actually is able to prevent Midnighter from killing targets when they were collaborating. Grayson issue 17, Grayson is capable of getting the better of Grifter, one of the more slept on, quote, street tier metahumans in DC. Grayson issue 18, Grayson toys with Bronze Tiger while barely focusing on their brief scrap, which is incredibly impressive as Bronze Tiger is one of the best martial artists in all of DC. Rebirth Nightwing issue 1. Nightwing actually knows Batman's moves, able to call them out and allowing for Damian to get the drop on Batman in training. Rebirth Nightwing issue 1. Batman thinks Nightwing is so experienced and capable at this point that he could be considered a one-man international strike force. Titans Rebirth issue 1. Nightwing actually gets hit with the Speed Force itself and is able to shrug it off and keep going. Nightwing Rebirth issue 22. Blockbuster catches Nightwing off guard, but we quickly learn that Nightwing has beaten him before. This time, Blockbuster actually wants to hire Nightwing. Nightwing Rebirth issue 23. Nightwing takes down a killer robot capable of analyzing his attack patterns. Despite that, Nightwing still dubbed. Nightwing Rebirth issue 24. Nightwing takes down Shade very fast. Again, he is regularly shown taking on metahumans or characters that scale to metahumans fairly often, especially in modern times. Nightwing Rebirth issue 24. Nightwing is able to turn Magog's best weapons against him in order to win, shortly after he defeats Kid Amazo, one of the more impressive dubs he could get. Nightwing Rebirth issue 24. Nightwing has studied every record of every masked villain in Batman's database. He still does this even to this day. Even villains with steel tech can't keep up with him in the course of battle because of this. Nightwing Rebirth issue 34. Nightwing finally gets the better of Raptor, which is insanely impressive considering how strong and how skilled Raptor is. Nightwing Rebirth issue 34. Nightwing actually has a serum that prevents transformations from occurring. Nightwing Rebirth issue 68. Nightwing gets the better of Talon after re-establishing his no-kill rule, a rule which Talon says prevents Nightwing from being able to defeat him. Batman issue 126. Failsafe has melted through pretty much every superhero team on his way to Batman. Nightwing pulls up on an emergency call and arguably performs the best before putting him down, or being put down rather. Sorry, if he had beat Failsafe, that'd be fucking crazy. Night Terrors Nightwing issue 1. During a Nightwing sequence, the villains of Arkham believe Nightwing can kill Batman. Beast World issue 2. Nightwing fights a werewolf Batman who has the same abilities but no restraint. He wins and beats him off panel. This is probably the only time he's clearly beaten Batman, who is going all out in this werewolf form. But keep in mind, he's not using the intellect, brains, and strategy of Bruce, but he does have that skill and the werewolf stats, so stupidly impressive. Dark Crisis issue 2. Nightwing gets the better of a mind-controlled Deathstroke. Dark Crisis issue 7. Nightwing breaks free of the Great Darkness and saves Black Adam from Deathstroke. He was helped by the other heroes here, but it's insane that he used his will to do this and that he could also probably do it again. Like, it's straight up broken. Dark Crisis issue 7. Batman confirms Nightwing's willpower was keeping the Great Darkness in check. This puts him up there right with the likes of Batman in terms of humans with the most bullshit plot armor and the most stupidly broken existences in DC. Nightwing Rebirth issue 100. Nightwing defeats KG Beast, and with both calling backup, KG Beast loses again, just straight up loses on multiple fronts. Nightwing Rebirth issue 100. Nightwing has grown so much as a character, the Trinity wanted him to lead the Justice League. Nightwing Rebirth issue 103. After outsmarting Naran, Nightwing is given a new power set as a bribe for what he accomplished. Nightwing Rebirth Issue 104. Nightwing's own personal fifth dimensional imp imbued his batons with magical energy that can banish demons back to hell. This even works on Naran himself. We see this after Naran takes away Nightwing's powers to persuade him to sign the contract in order to regain them. Naran is a Helllord that's been scheming since the days of beefing with Spectre, okay? He's a beast. Nightwing Rebirth Issue 112. Nightwing's suit can deflect bullets, but it won't stop the kinetic force. He can fight through broken bones, however, with absolutely no hesitation. Nightwing All-In Issue 120. Nightwing's batons have built-in lasers that he can use at any time. Nightwing All-In Issue 128. His new suit breaks down fifth dimensional energy and his batons can become a staff. Nightwing All-In Issue 128. Nightwing is battling against the manifestations of the all-powerful entity Nightmite. I do also want to note, in the recent Night Fight events, it was stated by Batman that when he was going against the Nightwing in this Robin Inc. that was giving him a very hard time, he believed his Robins and his Nightwing could beat the shit out of them. So that's very insane praise. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think of the scaling for modern Nightwing in the comment section down below. So, having broken down both characters fully, who do I think would take it? Well, let's get into the categories and then I will tell you who I think wins. First off, we have attack potency or AP. Who do I think hits harder? Now, this would have to be in regards to physical strikes, and with that, I would have to actually lean Nightwing. Now, a lot of people associate and affiliate Nightwing with speed more so than power, due to how he's comparable to Batman, but more so described as the better athlete. But obviously, with speed comes power, and Nightwing's always been pretty heavy-handed. I've always respected what he's capable of. In terms of like how he could put you down. So I'm actually gonna go AP with Nightwing. Now for speed, I too am also going with Nightwing. Again, he is someone who is faster than Batman. I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to say Punisher is even as fast as Batman himself. So I think it's pretty logical for us to say, yeah, Nightwing should be a little bit faster, a little bit quicker than Punisher. Like I don't think that's controversial at all. Next, we have durability, and for this, I'm gonna have to favor Frank the Tank. Punisher is someone who just he's from Ethos University, okay? He's been walking through shit he should not walk through for literally decades, whether it hits from Punisher and Venom to Explosion, Fighting Kraven, all these characters that have been rocking his shit, and he just gets back up. Nightwing's no punk, but at the same time, Punisher is kind of designed around just inhumanly walking through damage. Next up, we have intelligence. Now, this is a bit of a weird one, but I think when it comes to applying this to battles, I would probably favor Frank. I think battle IQ, Punisher is as high, if not higher, than anything Nightwing's ever done. I mean, as someone who's taken down the Avengers, taken down entire armies of Dark Elves, launched extra-dimensional wars by himself and won, blatantly has told Cap and all them, like, I will outplan you. He's outwitted Tony Stark and everybody else. Like, it's pretty bad. Like, Punisher's actually brilliant when it comes to battle IQ, so I'm gonna favor him here. Next up, we have skill. Both of them are monsters, and you can make a case for Punisher given we had the Beast arc when he trained with the hand and was stated to be the perfect killer mankind had ever created. Still gonna go with Nightwing on this one. Relative to Batman, has trained with just as many, if not more, than Batman. Being under his tutelage, as well as serving with the Titans and the League. All this experience and skill Nightwing has accumulated on top of, like, he was a natural athlete as a child, then became a child soldier under Batman. He just, in my opinion, is a little more fleshed out in skill, and I just favor him here in the skill department. Next up, we have hacks. Now, both characters are not really going to be using hacks in this sense, but obviously Punisher, it's kind of been explained, he always had those wild feats and wild moments because he's literally attached to the Beast as a vessel of the Beast, with the Beast being the demonic force that defiles everything God stands for. So to be able to have a link to a being like that, you know, this is one of those categories in a battle like this that you can kind of throw away, but we would give it to Punisher in this case if it mattered. Now, finally, we have gear. This is an interesting one. I think it's really competitive. Nightwing has really good armor. His Excrema sticks, he has different types of bonds and explosives. No slight to what he brings in terms of his gear. I actually think it's quite impressive. Punisher, however, he's carrying around shit that could put down Spider-Man. He's carrying around even non-lethals that can put down Spider-Man. His heavier hitting guns like the Claw can put down Rhino. There's a lot of things he brings that just AP-wise are crazy. Weapons galore. He's always got another weapon on him, right? My boy Frank stays strapped up. So I would say gear, I'd probably favor Frank. He's just carrying more that can end this ball game. So I would favor gear towards Punisher. So at the end of this, of our 7 categories, 4 out of 7 go to Punisher. But we've had characters win with less points before. So who wins this one? In this fight, I actually would favor Punisher, especially since we're going to be allowing both to go all out. Punisher has more stuff to put down Nightwing. He has definitely faced characters like Nightwing before. I mean, I don't think anyone here is necessarily going to argue that in terms of an athletic combatant, Nightwing is more viable than Spider-Man or Venom. And we've seen how often Punisher can put down Spider-Man, whether you like it or not. He is very specifically capable and proven to take down characters of Nightwing's style, if not superior to Nightwing in that style because of physicality differences or whatnot. So because of that, and the fact that they're both going to be trying to put each other down, I just favor Frank here. I think he's nastier. I think he's a little tougher. I think he's smarter with battle IQ, and his weapons can easily put down Nightwing. Nightwing does carry stuff that can put down Frank, not denying that at all. I just favor the guy with more at his disposal, more likely to kill, and just as technically experienced because of the Beast arc, just because of all he's done in Marvel. He hasn't trained since a child, but he's a soldier of literal the devil, okay? The perfect killer. And I think he's going to wear down Nightwing, eventually get the drop on him and be able to put him down. I do think absolutely, despite Nightwing being a little faster, because of who Punisher has historically fought and handled, I don't think Nightwing's anything new to him or anything too crazy to him. And as a result, I favor Punisher high difficulty as my final answer. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. More definitive scales coming this week, which means more potential candidates for final answer battles. Check out the playlist to see who's been definitively scaled so you can suggest who you think should get a final answer video. But you also could just simply suggest characters to get definitively scaled or sponsor them. Also, I am planning on adding Thing and Guy Gardner to this as definitives so we can get a final scale on or final answer on my 2 goats. But anyways, it's been your host, Dr. Splash. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and remember, it's Yancey Street, bitches.